What's up, my beloveds? We're going to get started in just a minute. Just clearing the space as usual, getting grounded, getting centered, open to the downloads that are coming in. I hope everyone is well. I love and miss you guys. It's a brand new week. Happy October. Time check. Perfect. All right, what's up, everybody? Happy Thursday. I love you guys. For those of you that don't know me, I am Autumn, the Enlightened Daughter, also known as Magic Mama in some circles, and I am just here to do a weekly energy check-in. I am an intuitive healer, reader, international psychic, coach, minister, pastor, priestess, as mommy, and many other things. So, here to share my energy with you. I love you guys. I'm just here to pour into the tribe. And forgive me, I was sucking on a cough drop. My daughter hasn't been feeling well. She's been coughing in my face. So my throat was a little scratchy earlier, and I was like, I can't do this with you. And she's like, Mommy, I'm sorry. Like all in my face. It's so fun. Gotta love being a mom. Anyway, happy October, guys. All right, we're in October. It's Libra season. We got a lot going on, so I'm just going to open the space with prayer, and then we're going to dive right into the energy. So thank you, Heavenly Father, Heavenly Mother, for being here with me in the collective at this time. Thank you for allowing me to be a vessel of your great works, words, and deeds, and for giving the most clear and concise messages, serving everyone's highest and greatest good, and putting us on the highest and greatest timeline. Thank you for revealing to all of us exactly what it is we need to know, how we can move forward, how we can use these energies and these powers to really empower our life and our path. Thank you for always, always, always being here and supporting us and reminding us each and every day that we are unconditionally loved, that we are never alone, and that all really is well. All is truly well. Thank you for showing us and giving us a roadmap for what it is we need to do by other spiritual teachers and other spiritual works that have gone before us. And thank you for allowing us to create a map for those that are coming behind us. All right? Ashe. Amen. And so it is. Amazing. Welcome, guys. Welcome. So it's the first week of October, and it has been fun. My son just turned 11 this week, so I'm still super hyped and like just reveling in that delicious energy. He's becoming such a little man before my eyes. I just can't even believe it. I'm so proud of him. I love him so much. And we're in a beautiful Libra season, right? And we're back into that energy of partnership and harmony and diplomacy and love, because Libra is ruled by Venus, and Venus rules love, beauty, and finances, right? So increases in love coming on, increases in money and abundance of being available to us, right? An increase in not only the relationship that we have with others, but also really honoring and respecting the relationship that we have with ourselves, right? All of that really coming into play at this time. So love it, love it, love it some more. And it's pretty incredible, actually. I woke up this morning, and I've been wearing citrine every day just because this is like the happiness stone. It brings a lot of joy and luck into your life, you know, especially if you charge it and give it that energy. And it's been helping me as I've been like more focused on my business. I realize like when I wear it, I actually do get more focused, and I kind of can like see more of the blind spots. But I was guided this morning to put back on the green aventurine. which is a stone that not only also brings you luck, but is also a stone of the heart, right? A lot of love energy coming in. And so I thought that was really important for today, just as we're amplifying these energies of love, right? Just pouring more and more love into our day-to-day basis. How can you love yourself more? How can you love your community more, right? How can you love this planet a little bit more? We just had this horrible hurricane, right? That just came through and destroyed a lot of homes. And although weather patterns can be very indicative of what's going on within the collective, energetically wise, right, it also serves to give us an opportunity to be there for one another, right? Communities really come together during this time. Families come together during this time because we need each other, right? One hand washes the other. One hand will help another hand out. So really important at this time to just see how you can give a helping hand, right? Whether that is a donation of money, a donation of goods, a donation of time, energy, whatever it is, sending your prayers in that area, holding space for that area, covering it in light, you know, doing whatever you can do in your part of the world, as the airplane is indicating, to move things forward, right? Airplanes are about moving things forward. So we really want to be a conduit of change during this time, right? How can you be more about the bigger picture, right? And again, Libra energy is about partnership, right? Harmony, diplomacy, really helping each other out. Libra is the scales, right? We want things to be balanced. And we're moving into the age of Aquarius, and Aquarius is that energy that's all about the collective, right? It's about the oneness, the consciousness, the big picture of things, right? And so we're really being supported in helping each other, right? Being the best version of ourselves, and then showing up and being that version for others, and just being a guiding light to others, and being a helping hand to others, and holding space for others. It's really important and really strong at this time, right? Really flowing into that energy. We also have the full moon in Aries coming up on the 9th, right? So that's super, that can be super intense, right? The signs that are going to be mostly affected by that will be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and also the sign of Cancers and Capricorns, right? They're really going to be feeling those energies. I'm an Aries sun sign. I have a lot of Aries in my chart outside of that as well. So this energy is great for initiations and getting things started, and kind of like using that fire to like create and to be motivated, you know, and to really just like push through the obstacles of life, right? Because Aries is represented by the ram and in the zodiac, right? So we just kind of push through the obstacles, right? It's like you see a obstacle, I just see something I got to break through to get to where I need to go, right? Sometimes we can go around things, but Aries doesn't really have the patience to go around things, right? It'll create a door where there was a wall. The shadow side of that energy, which I've been seeing a lot in the collective, especially within some of my clients, is this energy of like impatience and frustration. And so many people are just like spicy, frustrating, argumentative. We gotta just take a breath, right? We gotta take a breath. Like, you know that this energy can be a little fiery, can be a little it can be a little fiery, it can be a little strong. So instead of just kind of like popping off when people are projecting things onto you, which a lot of that is happening right now. Hey, cuz I see you. We want to just kind of take a minute, take a breath, and respond. Like, understand that everybody's going through something right now, right? The entire collective is getting the kind of the rug pulled from under their feet, depending on where you're at on your spiritual path, right? So if you're kind of more grounded and centered, then it's not going to be as much of an upheaval for you when the freaking winds of this world start coming, right? Whether that's a hurricane or tornado or just whatever it is going on within your own personal life. But people are also projecting, right? Their fears, their frustrations, their angers, their resentments, their bitterness, their jealousies. Like, all of this stuff is being brought up to the surface. Why? So that we can heal from it. Why? So that we can grow from it. Why? So that we can be the best version of ourselves, right? Get to our highest and greatest good, be on our highest and greatest timeline. Understanding right now, right? And really just like really embody this and really sit with this. Understanding that there's a difference between a projection and a reflection, right? When people are projecting things onto you, right, and you know that it's not about you, just take a step back, right? Water off the duck's back. It's nothing. You know what it is. You take the high road and keep it moving, right? Somebody has to be the mature one in the conflict, right? What does the Jay-Z say? when people see two people arguing, two fools, right? They don't know who is who. Like, you look like a fool when you're in the middle of that conflict, of that chaos, right? So you want to take a step back and not be caught up in the minutia of things, right? But also understand what's being reflected back to you, right? If you're getting triggered at this time, which many people are, because we are all being guided to really heal, grow, and evolve, then those are areas in which you need to heal. If something is triggering you, it sets you off, you need to figure out why. Why does that even bother me? Why do I even care? Why am I so tight right now? Right? Why am I so tight right now? Because these are the things that we need to talk about and to kind of address. Triggers lead to healing, right? So you have to take ownership of your life. Accountability, awareness, as I say all the time, is a powerful tool. Once you have an awareness of something, you can do something about it. It's the blind spots of life that kind of get us caught up and hemmed up, and keep us kind of stagnant and delayed and detoured. So you really just want to kind of take a step back every once in a while and see how far you've come, see where you're at, and then, readjust your sails. Maybe take a look at the map and say, all right, maybe there's a better route, because now you have a different awareness. Maybe you didn't know, when you started on this journey, that when you got to this level, okay, I decided I was going to take this trip and I was going to ride the train the whole way there. But I've decided, now that I'm here at this platform or the station or this rest area, I don't want to take the train. I don't really like trains, right? I'd rather get on a bus, so I'm going to rent a car because I'm going to have a little more freedom. And you get to adjust. And in spiritual truth, there is no wrong paths, because all paths lead to home, right? All paths lead you home. So how are you shifting through these energies? How are you adjusting your pathways, right? How are you moving with these energies and allowing them to help serve you and better you and empower you at this time, right? These are some of the things that you want to think about. And with this energy with Aries, right? Hi, my loves. With this beautiful Aries energy coming in, right? We want to take that energy and use it to fuel our creativity. Use it to fuel our goals and our dreams. We don't want to take the energy and, just like I said, be popping off and arguing with people and getting all aggressive. Like, that's not really going to serve you, right? You're lowering your vibration, and when you lower your vibration, you're open to a lot of nonsense. You're open to illnesses and disease and arguments, and then you just become accessible to all of the bullshit in your life. We don't need that in our life, right? It's time to do better and be better. When you know better, you do better. So we're going to take this energy and use it to move us forward, as opposed to using it and having it hold us back. So just being really mindful of that, right? As we're approaching this full moon in Aries, just know people are a little tense and wound up. You know what I mean? So be mindful of it. We also have, because that's on the 9th of October, we also have the 1010 portal coming up. Dun, 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 right? Another big gateway, and because it's coming in right behind that full moon, it's going to be a doozy, right? So we're going to really be stepping in and stepping through this portal, right? 10 in numerology is the number of completion, right? We're finishing out cycles so that we can kind of start something new, right? One door closes, another one opens, right? It's kind of like we're on a bridge between two different energies. So you're being guided to step forward again onto your next and greatest timeline, into your highest and greatest good. It's time for you to move forward and take ownership of your life. It's time for you to move forward and to realize that you're being initiated to something greater. And sometimes we got to go all the way back in order to move forward, right? Don't take these stagnations and these hesitations as if it means that you're doing something wrong. No, sometimes we're being pulled back because there's something we needed to see there. There's something we needed to learn there. And also we needed a little bit more momentum. It's like an arrow, right? A bow and arrow, right? You don't just take the arrow from where you're at and just kind of like throw it forward. When archers using arrow, they pull all the way back. And they get that power, and they get that strength, and they get their eye on the prize, and then they shoot forward, right? So as we're being moved through this portal, and as you're being viewed very different aspects of your life, right? We spiral up, right? You might have confronted something or dealt with something and thought, cool, I did the work, I did the inner work, I'm healed, I've grown, fantastic. And then you get brought back to that area again, but this time you have a different perspective of it. This time you have a different awareness of it. And there's a reason that you're being brought back to that energy again, to see, did you learn what you needed to learn from that lesson? Are you going to do the same thing that you've always done when you get in a situation? Or now that your awareness is different and your perspective is different, you're going to help yourself grow, you're going to evolve, you're going to jump to the next level, right? So we have that beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy here to support us as we're all being initiated through this 1010 portal, right? It's going to be really powerful. I'm going to pull some cards later for that. Mercury, our beautiful planet of communication, has finally gone direct. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord, right? So communication is going to start to ease up again, right? There could have been a lot of conflict going on. Again, we still got that full moon in Aries coming up. So just know that you're going to find it's going to be easier to talk to people, right? The technology problems that you might have been having are going to start coming to an end. We do have a shadow period of Mercury for about 2 to 3 weeks. And because that is kind of around, we're still in that energy of the full moon in Aries, and we're moving through that 10-10 portal. Again, just be really mindful of how you're communicating, how you're showing up in conversations, just how you're showing up in the world in general, right? You really want to be mindful of the things that you're speaking at this time, because we are at a rapid acceleration on this planet with ascension, and the things that we're speaking about, especially over ourselves, are kind of happening like this, right? There used to be kind of like a big lag time where you would kind of speak about something, and then you have to wait, and then, you know, maybe you would see that energy play out if you didn't have the wherewithal to kind of fix it ahead of time. Now thoughts are becoming things in rapid motion, right? So you really want to be mindful of how you're speaking over yourself, right? Are you saying, I'm sick, I'm tired, I'm broke, I'm exhausted, you know, I'll never find anybody, I always have bad luck, shit never works out for me? Or are you speaking life over yourself, right? I love my life, I'm great, I'm wealthy, I'm healthy, I'm wise, I'm energized, I'm vibrant, I'm having mad fun, I love my life, I'm extraordinary, I'm mad sexy, I'm beautiful, I'm handsome, you know, I get money. Like, what are the words that you're speaking over yourself? Because those thoughts are becoming things, right? I am two of the most powerful words in the universe, because what you say after that becomes your reality. So what are you speaking over yourself, right? What are you speaking over yourself? Be mindful of that. Be mindful of the things that you're eating, right? Kind of be intuitively led to eat. If you eat like crap, you're going to feel like crap. 2 + 2 = 4. These are the things. You know what I mean? So it's not like, well, I don't know why I don't feel good. Take a look at your life, right? And I'm not here to be like a dietitian, because I'm not. I love food. I love food. I spent over 20 years in the restaurant business and went to culinary school. I'm a big fan of food, but I also know the things that I eat that are going to make me feel better than the things that I eat that are not. I know when I'm eating just kind of for comfort, and I know when I'm being intuitively led to eat something different, right? So I'm just very mindful of that. I drink a lot of water, because we're made mostly of water. I know 90% of my problems will be solved just by being hydrated. Literally, just by being hydrated, and the body will work itself out. The body self-heals. Most of the time, we just got to get out of its way, right? So be mindful of the things that you're kind of consuming at this time. Be mindful of the things that you're watching and that you're listening to. You know, I've said this before. I grew up in, I'm a 70s baby. I grew up in the 80s and the 90s listening to a lot of rap music, you know what I mean? So I did the freaking Biggie, Tupac, Lil' Kim, all of that. I still listen to rap music now. I love Cardi B. I think she's freaking hilarious. I probably just love her because she's from the Bronx and I'm a New Yorker. But she cracks me the fuck up, right? Which is why I listen to her music. But I'm also mindful of what I'm listening to, because I know that if I'm listening to something, guess what? You like a song, right? You start singing into your head, right? So it's playing in your head all the time. What's the words that are playing in your head all the time? Fuck bitches, fuck niggas, I don't need nobody, I'm broke, I'm tired, I'll kill this nigga, I'll kill this. You gotta be mindful of it, right? Love doesn't live here anymore. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter if it's R&B, if it's rap, if it's country, if it's rock. You just gotta be mindful of the things that you're digesting. A lot of you, and I've been feeling a lot of this with the collective, a lot of people are starting to learn to communicate more through their artistry. So maybe you're becoming a songwriter, or maybe you're writing a book or essays, or however it is, creating your paintings, whatever it is that you're using to be your conduit of creativity, right? You're expressing yourself and you're expressing your story through that. I'm a big fan of Jay-Z, right? Big fan of Jay-Z, huge, because I love the fact that he went from the hood and the projects, like many of us came from, and he's been giving kind of the hood like a roadmap on how to get out of that. Now, if you're listening and you're mindful and you're paying attention, you're going to get the clues. If you're only listening to the beats because you think that's a hot beat and you don't care because, yeah, whatever, you know, I can't do that and that's just his life because he's lucky, then you're already doing yourself a disservice. He's not lucky. He paid attention. He's watching the roadmaps. He's intuitively guided. He's trusting his intuition instead of listening to the fears and the distortions of people out here who are living from fear, who are living from frustration, who have their own insecurities and doubts. You know, many people I love people so much. But many people give us advice and guidelines based off of their own fears, based off their own limitations, right? Just because you couldn't do it doesn't mean I can't do it. It just means that you chose to quit. It's not even that you couldn't do it. You chose to quit and not do it, right? You gave up. Jay-Z didn't give up, right? Eminem didn't give up. Pop didn't give up. Biggie didn't give up. Barack didn't give up, right? There are people that just kept moving forward. Kept moving forward. They didn't give up. And we're seeing them now because they chose not to give up. Because they didn't listen to the stories. Listen to Jay-Z's biography, right? He'll tell you that, like, he was about to make his music and that his uncle was like, oh, don't do that, and tried to talk him out of it. And he decided to not take that advice from somebody who loved him. Right? We wouldn't know who he was. We wouldn't know who he is today if he decided to listen to that one person who was like, don't do it. Right? So be mindful of that stuff, right? Trust your intuitive guidance, even when it doesn't seem logically to make sense to you. Right? It may not make sense logically, but trusting your soul. Your soul is always leading you to your purpose, to your mission, to your path, to your highest and greatest good. That is the voice that you need to be listening to. Not the fears of the egoic mind and doubt, right? Your egoic mind is going to be like, don't do that. What if you fail? You're not smart enough. You're not good enough. You're not talented enough. You don't know enough. But your ego is going to limit you, box you in, limit you, box you in, limit you, box you in. Your soul is like, you're a child of the Most High. You're divine. You're luminous. You can be, do, or have anything. All you need is faith as small as a mustard seed, and we got it. All we need to do is crack open the door, and it's on and popping. Faith as small as a mustard seed, right? I mean, look at a mustard seed. Look it up. Look it up. Google it. See how small it is. And that's all you need for faith to completely transform your life in this very now moment. In this very now moment. That's a powerful, powerful tool to have. It's a powerful tool to have. All right, what else we got going on? Oh my gosh, so 3 planets went direct. Wait, let me go back to the 1010 portal. So the 1010 portal is about completions, but it's also about personal development, leadership, and rapid spiritual acceleration. Like I said, we're spiraling up, right? Like, many people are tapping into the innate gifts. Our memory is stored within our DNA, right? And so all of the memory that we have from all of our past lives, plus our ancestral stuff, is stored within our DNA. So what are you activating at this time, right? I know for myself, my third eye has been going crazy. And I've been getting like more and more dreams that I've been remembering, because I'm not normally a person who remembers their dreams, and I've been remembering my dreams. So within the Divine Feminine Collective, I've been seeing a lot of clearings going on with the throat chakra, which is not surprising, because that's how we communicate, right? And Divine Feminines have been silenced for years, for hundreds, thousands of years, right? Taking their voice away. And so now that that's being reactivated, there's a lot of upgrades and activations going on here, as well as within the solar plexus, right? And that's our divine masculine energy, but that is our power center, right? That is our own internal sun. That's where our fight, flight, and freeze is. That's our gut reaction. And the solar plexus and the throat chakra are directly linked, right? So it's not surprising to me that both of these are being affected right now with the Divine Feminine. The Divine Feminine's voice is coming back online, and she's being pushed forward to do something about all the intuitive guidance she's getting, right? To take action, to speak her truth, to use her voice, right? And for the Divine Masculine Collective, there's been a lot of activations within the crown chakra, right? This is where we get our wisdom, knowledge, and understanding from the divine, as also within the root chakra, right? And that's our first chakra at the base of our spine, and that's for our safety, our stability, our security, right? The Divine Masculine Collective, where we have this masculine patriarchal like energy, where it was always like, you know, you gotta win, you gotta push forward, screw everybody, I'm stepping on this one, I'm elbowing that one. It's kind of like a crab in the barrel kind of scenario, and we're all being moved away from that, right? As the divine feminine energy gets reactivated on this planet. So as we're moving away from that, guess what? The root chakra is feeling a little unstable, because if you're used to just kind of hustling and grinding and kind of being all about your money, and now you're being told no, and you're losing jobs and you're losing security because they want you to focus on a much deeper energy, right? To realize that you are more than just the things that you acquire, right? You're more than just your car and your house and your clothes. That there's more to you as a spiritual being. That leaves people feeling a little unstable and scared and frightened, right? So we have the root chakra and the crown chakra and the divine masculines being activated, being cleansed, being healed, being recentered. And that can be a little bit overwhelming, right? That can be a little overwhelming. Sorry, guys. And then we have a lot of ascension symptoms, right? You're seeing headaches and sinus issues and upset stomachs, menstrual cycles being off, back pains, like knee pains, a lot of stuff with the teeth and the jaw going on, right? Depending on where it's playing out in your body will depend on which meridian and which chakra it's associated with, right? So really honing in and tapping into the energy of your body and honoring that, and then allowing that energy, right, to be flowed through. So clearing your meridians at this time is going to help. Getting your chakras back online is really going to help at this time. Resting, hydrating, and eating intuitively, right? All will be really big supporters to you at this time as we're shifting through all these energies, as we're closing out the years and moving through these portals, right? Do what you need to do. Honor your body. If you're guided to rest, go rest, right? I'm not a big napper, but sometimes I need to just lay down and just chill and be one with myself, right? Cut off the computer and not think for a second, right? Stay hydrated, folks. Stay hydrated, all right? In all things. There's been a lot of fears going on when it comes to the economy, right? Housing prices can be kind of crazy. We came from an energy where you had a job, you'd have a good job, quote unquote, right? And you would be there for 10, 20, 30 years, you would get a good job and you would kind of retire. And now that energy is being shifted out. People want the newest, the best, the latest version, and people that were very comfortable in their positions are being pushed out for new energy. And part of this, although it can seem kind of scary and overwhelming, right? You might think that like, oh, I did something wrong or I'm being punished, but that's not the energy, right? It's not about a punishment. We're shifting these energies because people need a catalyst for the most part to get them going, right? Sometimes the universe has to come in and nudge us forward, push us so that we can stop being so comfortable and we could do what we came here to do, right? We came here to ascend, to evolve, to grow, to learn, to expand, right? Not to just work in a really comfortable job for 30 years and then retire and then go to our graves. No, we came here to do more things. And so there are old energies that are leaving, whether you had like a manager or a supervisor or an employer for all these years, and then jobs are closing down. These people are leaving. They're doing a new hiring. There's a ton of layoffs. Why? Because people are being led to another path. They're being led to different environments. They're being led to expand. They're being led to evolve and grow. They're being led to follow their creative endeavors and to go after their dream and to just not live life comfortably laying on the couch watching TV all day, but to go do something, to go be something. And that can be really scary for people, right? That can be really scary when you're just used to waking up, clocking in, getting your check, and then going home, and then all of a sudden your life is in upheaval, and you don't have that security of that quote-unquote job anymore. So now what? What are you going to do, right? Oh, well, I always wanted to write this book. Well, now you have the time. Or, I thought I always wanted to try to do this. All right, well, now you have the opportunity. What can you do now with the energies that are coming in to support you, right? What are you going to do with these new energies? I'm saying, I was talking to one of my clients about it, and she was not happy with me, but it is what it is. They have a new employer, and a lot of the people that had been there for like 10, 20 years were leaving because they just could not get along with this new person. And she's like, are they going to leave? And I'm like, no, they're not leaving. They're not leaving. They were put there to shake things up, to shift the energy, to be a catalyst of change. People were a little too comfortable. They weren't focused. They forgot why they started working in the industry to begin with. They forgot why they were doing the things that they did, right? They just started focusing on like the familiarity and the comfort of having a regular check. They forgot about their passion and their drive and their goals. And so this person came in as a catalyst from the universe to shift the energies, right? Some of you are that catalyst. Some of you are the light that's needed in really dark places, right? Some of you are the teachers that needed to be heard. Some of you are the new voice. Some of you are there to show people a different way to do things, to have everybody shift their perspective. And you may not like hearing that. You may not like feeling that. You may not like doing that, but it is what it is, right? Sometimes our light is needed in places that's really, really dark, right? You don't really appreciate a flashlight until the light goes out. You don't. Right now it's beautiful, it's sunny, it's about to be 80 degrees today. I'm fucking living my best life. If I had a flashlight on right now, it would serve no purpose. But at nighttime, when it's pitch black, I'm so grateful that the battery isn't running. You know what I mean? So, anyway, there's that. Yeah, we're just going to tap into it. Alright, I'm going to pull some cards. Oh, we're heading towards eclipse season as well. But we're going to go probably get more into that next week or in like 2 weeks, because I think the eclipse is on the 25th. Yeah, the eclipse is on the 25th. It's a partial solar eclipse in Scorpio. So we'll deal with that when we head into Scorpio season. We just got into Libra season. Let me hold on to this little balanced energy for a minute before Scorpio comes in here with the taboos and the little naughtiness doing the most. Alright, and we got 3 planets that just went direct this month. So, or going direct this month, which is awesome. Mercury, Pluto, and Saturn. So, things are going to start to lighten up again, right? It's like we had 7 planets in retrograde, and now things are starting to shift. We're going back to like forward motion energies. So just realize that things are going to be lightening up a little bit. It's going to be a little bit easier to breathe, right? Just a little easier to breathe. Just embody that. Just take a deep breath and run with it. Run with it. All right. My beautiful angels and guides, thank you for being here with me in the collective at this time. What do we need to know? What do we need to see during this time? Now that we're in the beautiful month of October, and as we are approaching the full moon in Aries and that 10-10 portal. What does this mean for the collective? What do we need to know? What do we need to see? Thank you, angels. Thank you, guides. Amazing. Bottom of the deck, Archangel Gabriel with grace. See that? Beautiful. Grace. What is grace? Unearned, unmerited favor from the Most High God. Ask for grace in every area of your life. Do not be afraid to ask God for anything. God, Goddess, Universe, Source, One, however you word it. However you resonate with the power that's higher than yourself and basically gave you life, right? Don't be afraid to ask for grace in everything. Like whenever I request anything from the Most High or pray for something, or and I'm grateful that I pray in gratitude and thanksgiving that I'm going to receive this thing, and I ask that I receive it under grace, right? I want to make sure that whatever I'm getting is under grace. Say you're asking for $100 to cover a bill, right? Lord, I just use $100, please, thank you, blah blah blah. You may get $100 because you got into a car accident, right? And now you get $100. Do you really want to get in a car accident to get the $100? I don't want to get in a car accident. I don't want my child to get hurt. I don't want any of that, but I do want it to come to me under grace. It could come to me under grace, and Lord, thank you for this $100 that I just received under grace. I could be walking down the street and find a freaking $100 bill on the ground, or find a freaking a watch or a necklace or something and go pawn it, and it's worth that. Like, you never know how the blessings are going to come. Don't limit yourself. Don't limit yourself. So Archangel Gabriel coming in, beautiful, and that blue color, right? Archangel Gabriel helps us with the throat chakra. So speaking our truth and praying and thanksgiving and gratitude and asking for whatever you wish, desire, want, need to come to you under grace, and knowing that grace is going to be given to you by the Most High. Grace is unearned, unmerited favor that no man can boast about, right? No man can boast about. It comes straight from the Most High. So this is the blessing that's coming to you from the Most High. That's like, yo, you're not going to get the blessing and then have somebody talking in your ear about, because remember that time I helped you with this? Remember that time? No, that's not this energy. This is definitely miracles, blessings, delicious grace coming into you, where all you can do is look up to the heavens and tap into your soul and be like, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That is that energy that's coming in. Archangel Zadkiel twice, right? Security. Like I said, with the Divine Masculine Collective, a lot of that energy, our security and our root chakra, right, has kind of been upheaval. Many people are feeling that right now as they were in the path of that storms, right? So just knowing that all your needs are going to be met, right? It may feel very tumultuous right now. I know many people that have lost their homes. There's literally places where they had homes and now there's nothing but land, right? And you might be wondering and questioning, am I going to have a home? Am I going to have some money? Can I cover this? Is my insurance going to cover it? There's a lot of questions right now, right? The Most High is coming in showing you, like, I got you, right? Like, touching these fingers. Like, you're not alone in this. right? And so everything that you need will be added onto. Is really just walking by faith, walking in faith, and knowing that everything is going to work out okay, right? We don't lose anything in God's universe without it being replaced equally or better, right? Equally or better. Maybe it was time for you to move. Maybe it was time for you to have an upgrade, right? Whatever the case may be, know that all is well and all will be well. And Archangel Zachiel coming in again with the energy of what? Gratitude. Like I said, we pray with an energy of gratitude. We're not praying, begging, oh God, please, please, please. No, God, thank you. Thank you that you bless us with a new home. Thank you that you've given me wonderful friends in this community to really help to put things in order. Thank you that I have a place to stay tonight. Thank you for, you know, the, I don't know, like the marshals coming in, helping us out, or freaking FEMA coming in and bringing us supplies. Like, just thank you for people showing up. Thank you that, you know, we have a safe place to go. Thank you that I was able to get to a shelter and that nobody in my family was hurt, right? There's reasons to be grateful for everything. Thank you that, you know, the storms missed us and all I had to do was deal with some wind and some uprooted trees, right? Or maybe it's a little bit messy in my yard, but thank God that everybody is safe, right? That is the energy that we want to work with. That is the energy that is going to bring even more blessings into our life. Archangel Sandalphon with the planetary cycles. Like I said, a lot's going on up there. We got 3 planets that are going direct this month, coming out of the retrogrades. And this is also about our ascension, right? You see it goes from biggest to smallest, right? That bigness that is surrounding us is our egoic mind, right? The things that get added onto us as we're traversing this world. And so we're releasing that energy, right? We're getting rid of the fear, the karma, the drama, the lies that we were told about ourselves or that we believe, you know, like you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you're not worthy enough, you don't know enough, all that shit. We're letting it go. The more we heal, the more we release those layers. And all that's left as we get by layer by layer by layer, as we're spiraling up on this path of healing, all that'll be left is the luminous light. And then we're shining bright. Then we're shining bright in our light because we remember that we're sovereign, that we're luminous, that we're divine, and all really is well. Archangel Sandalphon coming in again with the energy of love. That does not surprise me. Like I said, I was guided to wear my green aventurine again today, right? And so we have Archangel Sandalphon as well supporting Venus and amplifying the love energy on this planet. How can you remind yourself on a daily basis that you are unconditionally loved by the universe? How can you be a being of love? Because you are blood and flesh love, right? You are the embodiment of love. You are love in the flesh and the blood. So how can you be that? How can you show that you love? How can you be lovable? How can you open to being loving, right? How can you remind yourself every day that you are unconditionally loved? As you're going through your day, just ask yourself the question, you know, is this something that someone who loves himself would do? Is this something someone who loves themselves would do? What are you doing to show the universe that you love yourself so that that energy is being reflected back to you? I have many clients, especially those within the twin flame community, that are always like, well, what about them? And they're this and this, and we're in separation, and they're so this, and he's so that, and she's so that. And I was like, pause, stop, chill. If there's a separation going on, or if this person has all these energies going on with them, and that's your twin, guess what? That's a reflection of you. You're mirroring, right? So instead of focusing your energies externally on what the other person is doing, this is the time to focus your energies on yourself. Well, what can I do? How can I be more loving? How can I be more compassionate? How can I open my heart more? What do I need to focus on, right? Am I taking care of myself? What acts of self-love am I giving to myself? How am I showing up in the universe as a being of pure divine love so that I can actually receive back that in which I am? You know, we all want these perfect relationships and, you know, oh, I want this person, but are you a reflection of that? Are you a reflection of the very thing that you're asking for? Are you compassionate, loving, patient, honest, a person who listens, a person who values a person who, you know, makes time for another, dedicated, loyal? Are you all of these things? Or are you just putting it on a list and wishing for the best while you think you're going to go do you and the person has to honor your freaking resume? No. You have to be that in what you want and desire, right? Bless the thing that you desire. How can you be more in love? How can you be more loving? How can you be more lovable? How can you give more love? Give, receive. give, receive. The universe is benevolent. Archangel Raphael, the beautiful angel of healing, right? Earth force. Big weather patterns going on, right? A lot of healing going on. Again, the weather is reflecting the emotions of the collective right now. But Gaia is coming through to really help support us, right? Healing energy coming through from the planet to really help support us as we ascend, as we evolve, as we grow. So get outside into nature, right? Go for walks, hug a tree, get your freaking feet on the ground, like literally bare feet on the grass, in the dirt, like anywhere you can. Get into a body of water if you can. Oceans, pools, lakes, streams, all of that will really help to cleanse your energy at this time, to help heal you. Archangel Uriel with freedom, right? Illumination, freedom. We are free when we start to let go of the confines of the egoic mind, right? It brings us freedom, it brings us relaxation, it allows us to just breathe a little. When we have an awareness of what's going on, and I feel like that beautiful golden color is just there, it's like lighting things up. But also here, this beautiful kind of like pinkish purple, I want to say. So that's the energy of like the crown chakra, but also the pink energy of our heart, right? To be in the energy of love gives us so much freedom, because then we're not judging, we're not criticizing. Everything is coming from a space of awareness and just acknowledgement, right? It's like, I'm not here to judge you, I'm not here to criticize you, I just want to listen, right? I'm just holding space for you. And when you're authentic in who you are as a being, and that's also the energy that I'm getting from this, right? Being authentic and vulnerable, just really honoring yourself, loving yourself for who you are, perfectly imperfect. There's freedom that comes with that, because then you don't care what anybody else says, because you already know who you are at your core level, right? Really standing in that power. Beautiful. Archangel Gabriel again, wow, coming with balance, right? So this is that Libra energy again, bringing things into balance. And this is also the energy of the 4 bodies. I don't know if you follow me on Soul Sex, but you should, right? This is about our physical, mental, spiritual, and emotional bodies. When those 4 bodies are connected in the oneness, and we have them in balance, guess what? Our entire life changes. And not just our sexual life, although it will bring you the most pleasurable sex of your life if you can really embody these things, but your entire life, right? When you have all 4 bodies working in tandem with each other, the world looks a little different. Food tastes a little different. The colors are a little bit different. We have colors that are coming online on the planet now that we haven't seen before. And some of you who can see more vividly with your actual physical eyes, not just your third eye, but your physical eyes, are starting to see that, right? The world is looking a little bit different. There's more than just 7 colors in the rainbow, right? So we really want to bring things into balance into our life. How can you bring more balance into your life? How are you going to use this beautiful Libra energy to honor that? And again, with this blue color in the throat chakra, right? Really speaking your truth, right? Speaking your message, putting it out there. For many of you, this message just needs to come through you in order to help activate, heal, and expand others, right? Stop dimming down your light. Stop hiding behind the freaking doors. Stop turning your light down, right? Stop blocking yourself from your blessings. No, it's time for you to step forward. Have every aspect of you step forward. Mentally, physically, emotionally, sexually, spiritually. Beautiful. Archangel Haniel, hope, right? Hope. So we got the white dove of peace, right? The energy of Yeshua coming in. And then we have this beautiful red energy coming in for the root chakra, right? Safety, security, stability. Our foundation. Mustard seed. That's all you need is a mustard seed. That's all you need is a mustard seed to change the freaking world. Your world, your universe. All you need is a mustard seed. A little bit of hope. And everything changes. A little bit of hope at the very foundation. And your house is no longer built on sand. Your house is now built on something stable. That's incredible, and that is powerful. And that's a gift that is given to you from the Most High. That is a pure, pure, pure gift. Alright? So I'm going to leave it there because I think that's it for today. Let me make sure there's no other messages. I want to make sure I didn't forget to tell you anything. Full moon, planets, blah, 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 blah. Boom. Okay. No, I covered everything. All right, so I'm going to close out with prayer. Once again, thank you guys for joining me, whether you join me live on Instagram or Facebook, or you're joining me on the replay on YouTube. Know that I love you. Know that I honor you. Know that I'm holding space for you. Know that you're incredible. You're deserving. You're worthy. You are loved. You're valuable. You are important. You are needed. You are so needed. Your light is luminous and exuberant. Your soul is delicious. And I'm here to just support you. So thank you, Heavenly Father, Heavenly Mother, for being here with me in the collective at this time. Thank you for the messages that came through today to help empower everyone and to just remind us of not only how important we are as individuals, but how important we are together as the oneness. Thank you for reminding us to just come together in love and gratitude and to be reflections of that in which we want to receive. Thank you, Heavenly Father, for your healing, for your kindness, for your beauty. Thank you, Heavenly Mother, for the creativity and the inspiration and the intuition. Thank you, angels and guides, for being here with all of us and supporting us in these messages. And may everyone find peace, find harmony, find joy, find abundance, find divine well-being. May homes be restored. May finances be restored. May your families be blessed. May your health be blessed. May your hearts be blessed. May they be open. May you be supported. May you be loved in all that you do. And remember that you can be, do, or have anything that you want in this wonderful, wonderful universe, as long as you believe it, right? Speak power over yourself. Speak power over yourself every single day, and know that you are divinely loved. So I thank you, Heavenly Father and Heavenly Mother, for being here with us. Thank you for reminding us of our own innate power, our luminosity, our sovereignty, the power of our words, the power of our thoughts, the power of our creative endeavors. And thank you for supporting us in all we do. And so it is. Ashe and Amen. I'll see you guys next week. Later.